Hi, Facebook. Hi, keto friends. Hi, my Facebook friends. How are you guys doing today? I know you missed me yesterday because I did not do a video. But I did like 10 on Sunday and I was exhausted. You guys almost went like the whole day with me. So how is everybody doing? It is Tuesday. It's a good day over here in California. If you are new to me, let me know where you are from. My name is Brea Owen. I'm a Keto Primal Health Coach, Life Coach. Hi, Anna. How are you? I get asked about collagen all the time. Collagen is a huge staple in my daily routine, and bone broth is as well. Let me know if you guys have tried bone broth before. Give me a thumbs up. Hey, Shannon. Hi, Anna. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Peggy. I love seeing my peeps on here. Who's had bone broth? Give me a thumbs up or just say yes. Hi, soup lady. I love soup, honestly. I really do. And once you go bone broth, you're never going to go back. It's just a little scary going there, right? Like you're like, oh. For one, I'm somebody, honestly, who never ate meat before. Like, I know that sounds weird because if you see my recipes, they're really meat-based, but I was a vegetarian for a long time. My sister is a vegan. By the way, my sister totally supports me, so give her a big heart because she's a vegan and she totally supports me. I try to make my keto lifestyle a very plant-based. I mean, huge amounts of veggies are part of my day. And you don't have to overdo the protein when you're keto. You shouldn't be overdoing. So I do a protein shake and then usually a serving and a half of some kind of meat, right? But bone broth, when it is homemade, is so delicious. And you can put it in several recipes. Thank you for all the hearts, you guys. I make my own chicken and turkey broth, but never considered it bone broth. Yeah, so here's the difference. When you do it a certain way to where you're making sure you're pulling all the nutrients out of the bones, slow cooked for 12 hours to 24 hours, which I usually do at 24 hours, you're pulling out all that gelatin out of the bone, which gelatin builds the collagen blocks. Does that make sense? So gelatin and collagen, I mean, essentially they're gonna have the same role, but when you buy something or when you buy collagen powder, it's not necessarily coming from gelatin. Or it did, but you're not getting that gelatin part of it, if that makes sense. So it gets a little confusing, but that's okay. Gelatin and collagen, they're giving you the same thing. Gelatin just actually helps with some things that are important to me. So that's why making your own bone broth, or when you buy one, if it's really gelatinous, then you know it has the gelatin still composed in it, and that will help heal your gut, which gut health is directly related to your metabolism, which is a big deal to me. And for one, that's usually who I'm coaching is metabolism. There's a lot of metabolic damage, and a lot of that starts in your gut. I'm going to do a video just on that, and I think it's coming tomorrow. I've been working on it, or the next day, because it's a lot of information to give you, and I don't want you guys to get all confused. I'm trying to say it where it's not that confusing, but just know that bone broth reduces inflammation because of collagen gelatin. Inflammation is the root of all disease, you guys. So autoimmune disease like fibromyalgia, lupus, MS, like those, you're in chronic pain, and reducing inflammation is huge. Bone broth should be a staple in your diet. And when you make it at home, you're making sure you're getting that gelatin aspect of it, right? And it's a lot cheaper, because if you buy bone broth, it's expensive. Give me a thumbs up if you've bought bone broth. It is expensive. Like this little thing, you know, Kettle and Fire. I love Kettle and Fire because it keeps the gelatinous feel in it. But that little box is like $6 or $7. Maybe $4 on sale, but you're just like, that's gone. You know what I mean? So you can make this huge thing that almost lasts a week or maybe more. I love it because it tastes so good when you make it at home that it probably lasts like 4 or 5 days for me. And you can see the gelatinous. I think I put it on my little stories before. So if you guys have any questions, for one, I haven't seen anyone tell me where they're from. I don't even know where you're from. By the way, if you catch us on the replay, let me know so I can see you pop in. And let me see what else I want to talk about. Oh, I got a lot of people asking me about my skin. It's from within. I have a routine, right? Like I definitely have a routine. I take care of my skin. I use tons of sunblock. If a lot of you guys don't know this, but my dad passed away from skin cancer, so sunblock is huge. I just am spray tanned if you see me tan. But the inside, what you're eating, keto is great The healthy fats are great for your skin, and collagen is great for your skin, and that's essentially what I'm doing today, the bone broth. So I want to get started. Oh, from Pennsylvania. I've been to Pennsylvania. I like it there. North Carolina. There we go. Florida. Love it, love it, love it. Shout out to all my people all over. I love that. Okay, so what scares you about making bone broth? The bones, right? Yeah, scary to me too. And the crazy part is like the feet are like so loaded with so many nutrients, and who wants to buy feet, right? So I do. Okay, I'm gonna make a big one today. I do, and they're kind of creepy, so I don't know if you guys wanna watch this, but I'm just gonna show you what I do. I pull it out of the freezer, okay? Okay, it's kind of in here, but I don't wanna freak you out. It's there. Don't freak out. See, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that at all. I will just throw it in the crock pot, right? Just put it in there. Put it in the crock pot. Pretend you don't see it. Like, my sister's going to watch this and be like, what did she's out of control now. She just put feet in there. So I'm making a beef one today. But once you kind of master the main recipe, you can kind of do what you want. For the last year, I've been putting collagen peptides in my coffee every morning. Never done bone broth. Yeah, so I put collagen peptides in my, not necessarily in my coffee, it depends, but I have collagen peptides as well. Primal Kitchen right now, and I like bioproteins as well. So collagen in your coffee is beautiful. I recommend all my people put collagen in their coffee or at some point in their day because it's amazing for so many things. Okay, so this I just got from Sprouts, $2.59 for these bones. So there's 2 packages, and it's going to be probably about 4 pounds, right? And then there's the chicken feet. So I'm gonna throw them in. Okay, the chicken feet were like frozen together, so I'm not gonna have that much room right now. You don't want to touch them. Wait, I can't even use that. These bones are all big. Well, I'm just gonna touch them. I mean, this part about the keto world freaks me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So super simple from there. What you're gonna do, you're gonna put it on medium, or there's no medium on the crock pot. What the heck? Medium. So I'm gonna put it on low. High. Anyways, okay. So 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Now the vinegar actually pulls all the nutrients that you need, and it's a part of I'm a little freaked out, right? Hey, once it's in there, you guys, just don't look at it anymore. So now it's going in there. When it's done, I just put it out. No, I didn't touch the feet, Michelle. Thank you. I had it with the bag and I just threw it in there. So that's all you gotta do. And then after it's done, yes, they were chicken feet, you guys. This is bone broth. This is the real deal stuff. Real deal stuff here. It's going down. So after it's done, I just pull them out and just toss them in the trash really quick. That's all I do. And the bones you can give to your dogs if you want to give to your dogs. So you pour the apple cider vinegar over the bones. And you're going to bring the water to a simmer. So basically it's going to be in there for a while. And all I'm going to do is add the spices right now to it. Now, once you make the recipe, you kind of know the flavor because it tastes really good. I love messing with you because I'm real. I'm like, yeah, I kind of did. Anyways, I love these. I always put these staples in it first. The cloves, you just put a few because those are super strong. And bay leaves. So those 2 things give a lot of flavor. And from there, that's always a staple. My sister on here, Chiana's a big meat eater. So I have 2 sisters, so the feet and bones were frozen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you can make it fresh. When you buy it from the store, I just had them frozen. So the bay leaves, you put 2 bay leaves in there. Sorry, somebody asked if I could make it fresh, does it have to be frozen. So, and then some peppercorns, some black peppercorns. Throw that in there. And I'm adding turmeric because if you're doing bone broth to reduce inflammation, add turmeric, right? And then you can add garlic. You can, of course, I'm going to add Himalayan salt. I always add that. I'll add it last. But, and then you could add fresh herbs. So you can kind of go to town after that. Like, you can do what you want with it. But the main point is I'm going to have this for a few hours like this, and then I'm going to fill it up with water to where it covers the bones. And then I'll put it on low, and I'll put it on low for 24 hours. Yeah, and it's good. So I'll show you guys it tomorrow, because I'm gonna do a recipe, and then I'll show you but I always have it in my fridge, and there will be fat from the bones that comes to the surface. You can just skim it if you want to, and especially when it goes in the fridge, it's literally gonna come up on the surface, and I just peel it, you know, like the fat will sit on top, and I just peel it off. Not that I can't have the fat. There's still fat in there. It's just there's a huge, you know, there's a layer of it that don't necessarily need. So there is a very simple way to do bone broth. A few people have been asking. It's a matter of getting the bones, throwing it in the slow cooker, apple cider vinegar, top it with water, and then just, I would do those herbs, the cloves, am I saying that wrong? And bay leaves. Make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Share if this helps. But if you guys know the benefit of bone broth, I wouldn't just be like, bone broth, bone broth, bone broth. There's so many benefits to having bone broth in your body. And let's just say it helps your metabolism. It helps you lose weight. It helps you lose weight. Here's the biggest thing. For me, I fast, and I fast very late. I'm very fat adapted. I've been fasting a long time. Later, you know, the more fat adapted, the more intermittent fasting you do, the later you could take it and extend it. Now, I do bone broth. Like, I'll fast and then I'll do bone broth and keep my fast going longer, and it always curbs my appetite. If you're ever doing like a 24-hour fast, or sometimes there's 60-hour fast, like adding bone broth in there is huge. It will literally, like, just when you start to feel like, oh, you just have the bone broth, and you could add jalapenos in there. You can make it like spicier, you know. It's so good, Shannon. You have to do it. And if you don't know where to get, I mean, I'm sure you guys know, I had to figure out where to get the bones and stuff. I was like, where do you shop for bones? Like, I wasn't a big meat eater before. I ate chicken breast for years, and before I was a vegetarian before, so I like seriously don't even know what to do with steak sometimes. I have to look it up and figure it out, and it's not natural for me. Nothing natural for me at all when I do that. So I hope that helps you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jean, for saying that. I have an onion chopped up. I'm going to chop it up into 4 cubes. In a few hours, I'm going to add the veggies. So you can add carrots. You can add celery. I'm going to add the onion. That gives it a lot of flavor. Thank you so much for saying that. I love it. And then, you know, whatever veggies you want to add in there, and then you could use it as a base to make a chili. I mean, there's so many different things you can make it with. It's awesome. I bought a carton of bone broth before I knew I could make it. Is it okay to use? Of course it's okay to use. I actually bought bone broth, like every single brand. That's how I know the brands that are like gelatinous, because I bought every single brand. So I was terrified to make it like this. I was like, what? Buy bone? Where do I buy bones? People are gonna think I'm crazy. Well, it's not that crazy. If you're a meat eater and you go to like the meat counter, it's people have it, especially Whole Foods. Whole Foods is like, you got bone marrow, all this stuff. Do you guys like bone marrow? It's kind of gooey, but I've had it and I like it. Oh, I don't know who I am. Just kidding. Anyways, sorry, silly question. Oh no, I do drink it like hot tea. I drink the bone. Daniel asked if I drink the bone broth like hot tea, and yes, I do. I actually love it. I put it in a coffee mug and I just sip on it. But I'm a tea drinker. I love drinking hot coffee. I love drinking hot tea. And so doing the bone broth is amazing. I'm kind of sad that I had to wait so long to make this, because I was busy today, because I kind of want some right now. So I have some backup in there in the cabinet, and I will do it. I will drink it from there. Yeah, so like anything that calls, so for example, Amy said I never cooked anything with bone broth before. So any recipe that calls for soup, like chicken soup or broth, I'm sorry, not soup, broth, like my Spanish rice, I make it with broth. If I have bone broth, I put bone broth in there. So then it's like cauliflower rice is Spanish rice. That's one of my main recipes. It's delicious. Everybody makes it and always says something and sends me pictures and stuff. I love it. And I'll add the bone broth instead of just broth. So it'll give all those extra nutrients in there. Make sense? All right. Perfect. Well, thank you guys. Remember, sharing is caring. If you guys want to hack into your weight loss, Bone broth. I don't care if you're keto, not keto. Add some bone broth in your life and you'll see what's up. Seriously. It will curb your appetite. I don't know if there's anything else I could say about it, but for now, that's it. I mean, chop up the veggies, throw it in there. Remember, it's going to cook on high for 2 hours with that apple cider vinegar, and then I'm going to put it on low and top it with water and put it in there for 24 hours. You could actually add the veggies, like if it's 24 hours, right? I could add the veggies tomorrow morning so they don't get too soggy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, people, yeah. Peggy's like, I'm down. You said weight loss. People follow me for weight loss. So I added all these other benefits in there because there's a lot of people. I mean, it's keto and all this is so much better for chronic illness, for so many things. So many things. I could just, but people come to me for weight loss. So that's what I'm saying right now. But I can tell you right now, my mom who has fibromyalgia is doing amazing. I literally am like so grateful and thankful and blessed. Like miracles happen with my parents, and I'm just they have a lot of conditions, and I'm so blessed. So anyways, hi Kevin, how are you? Bubblegum. My friend Kevin's on here. I don't know if he's actually on here or if he just accidentally popped in here. But in 7th grade, I was such a dork, right? I was like really tall and dorky, and I just didn't care because I've always been like this. I wore pink Converse, pink high top. I still wear them. That's the thing. I still have colored, like I still have all the same shoes. I don't have the same ones, but it's like I rebuy all the same stuff, right? Those are rad. So I used to be like bubblegum. So cute. Anyways, he still says that to me. All right, you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.